Well, very defiant Jeremiah Wright, calling it very clear that he's not backing down for anybody. Barack Obama's former pastor engaged in a fiery session this morning at the National Press Club. That's a video that you're looking at from earlier back. Now, he defended his initial inflammatory sermons that really sparked the heated controversy. Take a look.
Who call me unpatriotic have used their positions of privilege to avoid military service while sending over 4,000 American boys and girls of every race to die over a lie.
All right, that's just a piece of it. We're going to see more in just a minute. Let's see what our A-list has to say about this. Todd Belanger is a Republican strategist. He's joining us today. Also, Bill Press, radio talk show host. Welcome to you, Bill. Eric Metaxas is here in the studio with me. He's the author of Amazing Grace and today's Fox Wildcard, the co-host of Fox and Friends Weekends, Ainsley Earnhardt. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Welcome. Eric, I want to go to you first on this. You know, obviously, it is not Reverend Wright's priority to do the very best thing he can for Barack Obama at this point.
Never in my life, and this is saying a lot, have I ever seen anybody on TV who was as profoundly, passionately in love with the sound of his own voice. I've never seen anything like it. This man has forgotten about everything except the fact that he has a platform, a national platform. He can say whatever pops into his head, whether it's going to do him damage or Barack Obama damage or the black church damage. I've never seen anyone unable to edit his thoughts, and he obviously thinks he's funny. He can be funny. He obviously can be clever, but he is just letting himself go, and I don't think I've ever seen anything like it, and this is Barack Obama. If anybody ever had served up to him on a silver platter a sister soldier opportunity to say, I'm going to distance myself from this character, this is the golden opportunity.
All right, Bill Press, let's talk the politics of this for a moment. You know, I just was watching it this morning, wishing that I could be a fly on the wall while Barack Obama is taking this in and while Hillary Clinton is taking this in. Politically, what does this do to him?
Well, first of all, you know, Barack Obama has an amazing ability to raise money. I wish he had taken some of all of that money he raised and sent Reverend Wright on a round-the-world cruise.
I've heard that sentiment expressed.
You know, he probably wishes he had done that too. Look, it certainly does not help Barack Obama. I think it hurts him in that this is all we're talking about. The speech was carried live today. It's going to be the next 2 or 3 days is what we're going to be talking about. At the same time, you know, I have to agree. I think now it's all about Reverend Wright. It's no longer about Barack Obama. Barack Obama has distanced himself from that man. He clearly doesn't believe in all of this crap that we're hearing from the Reverend Wright. And now Wright is just enjoying his 15 minutes of fame. He's not helping himself. He's not helping Barack Obama.
Went to that church for 20 years,
not helping the church.
He can't distance himself from this guy.
He has to answer for being part of that church for over 20 years.
I think he has. I think he has.
Bill, you can't say that he has. This is a moment where if you don't, If you don't absolutely categorically distance yourself from this guy, I think that he's afraid to do that, and it shows an actual lack of leadership. If he doesn't do it, he might get the nomination. He will not be president.
All right, let's take a look at another shot from today and get your feedback on that. Go ahead.
I served 6 years in the military. Does that make me patriotic? How many years did Cheney serve?
You know, Bill, what about the crowd there today? I mean, you got a lot of whoops and hollers. I heard Greta Van Susteren, who was on the podium this morning. She's a member of the National Press Club. She said, you know, the room was very divided. There were a lot of people who sort of sat in their chairs the whole time, probably a little bit dumbstruck at some of what was happening because it was pretty powerful, and others who were quite supportive.
Well, I wasn't there. I watched it on television as well. But, you know, he got a standing ovation at a church yesterday. He got a standing ovation at the NAACP. Obviously, and he got a standing ovation today before he even spoke. Obviously, Reverend Wright has a lot of support in the African-American community. But he's also got a lot who say, you know what? He doesn't speak for all black churches, and he doesn't speak for me, and he's not doing us any good.
All right, let's take a look at another soundbite from this morning.
Jesus said, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You cannot do terrorism on other people and expect it never to come back on you. Those are biblical principles, not Jeremiah Wright bombastic, divisive principles.
Eric,
we rarely see anything that is this bold. I mean, this is underscored, bold, italic, in your face. if Barack Obama does not rise to this occasion, he'll never have a clearer opportunity. Never. I think, I mean, you hear about somebody being a lame duck. He'll be a dead duck. He will not
did he
be
miss a
able to
moment? Because
win.
we just watched him walk into a room in North Carolina and start talking. I mean, he had an opportunity at that moment to say, all right, before I say anything today, here's what I want to do. It appears to me from everything I've seen so far, at least, that did not happen. Did he miss the moment by not grabbing it right away?
Yeah, he's afraid of losing his base, so he keeps playing this game where he'll say a little bit and a little bit. If he's not decisive when it's this clear, God forbid that he's in the Oval Office. It's going to be this clear, except the stakes are going to be higher.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
You know, Martha.
Go ahead, real quick.
Yeah, I was just going to say, look, I think Barack Obama would like to duck it. I think he'd rather not talk about it. I agree. He's got to. I mean, this is too big. He's got to say one more time, I denounce these comments. I distance himself from this man, and make that very, very clear. Too many questions have been raised again.
All right.